Today actually marks exactly 1 year since the South Fork and Salt fires erupted around Ruidoso. Those destructive fires forced thousands of New Mexicans to evacuate at a moment's notice.
Those two separate fires surrounded Ruidoso from the north and south one summer evening, and extremely strong winds only made that bad situation worse.
2 people died in those fires, and more than 1,000 homes and businesses burned to the ground. Then the torrential rain brought life-threatening flash floods to the village.
Griffin Rushton spent about a week covering that disaster for us last summer and checked in with Ruidoso's mayor ahead of today's somber anniversary. Griffin.
Yeah, Julie, and despite all of that destruction, he says the beloved mountain community is in pretty good spirits right now. Mayor Lynn Crawford says the village has already spent at least $600 million in debris removal and other cleanup efforts. And he says there's dozens of reconstruction projects underway right now, but there are still some burning questions about exactly what happened in the forest outside of Ruidoso.
Driving around the community, in a lot of places you wouldn't even know we had damage, because we've got it cleaned up.
And that's a big accomplishment when you remember this apocalyptic video of Ruidoso was taken just 1 year ago.
But we're up about $500 million in total damage.
The South Fork and Salt fires destroyed at least 500 homes on their own. But Mayor Lynn Crawford says the post-fire flooding was even more destructive.
So destructive that people do not realize that a lot of the homes that weren't even damaged by the fire were taken out by the flood.
But he says a lot of folks stuck around.
We're seeing a tremendous amount of rebuilding, modular homes that are being brought in. The only vacant buildings we have in town are the ones that are being remodeled, that have been purchased, and big upgrades are planned.
And Mayor Crawford says the village is building back more resilient.
We're talking about different roofing material, trying to go more into metal, making sure that the trees are thinned, the pine needles are raked. We've always made sure that we have a strong fire department, plenty of firefighters, good equipment, plenty of water supply.
But there's still questions about how the fire started. The FBI was brought in to investigate claims the Salt fire was human-caused, and Crawford says he never got an answer.
Because, there were several people that were detained, and evidence supposedly gathered. The Attorney General declined to prosecute. So I have requested, put in a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, with the federal government to look at that data to find out just what did they see.
Yeah, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on how that investigation unfolds, but there is some more optimism. Mayor Crawford told me that tax data from this past April shows the village is actually up $600,000 from April of last year before the fires, which he says is a sign the community is making a pretty strong comeback.
That's pretty quick bounce back,
Absolutely.
in comparison to other towns and cities we've seen in New Mexico.
Yeah, they really hit the ground running, and they are eager to not only welcome back all the residents, but even welcome back tourists.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Some are so important for them. Griffin, thank you.